Offshore Energy Farms, application of decommissioned oil platforms as foundations for wind turbines and tidal steam generators, proposed conversion of oil field structures in the Bombay High offshore field, India. More than 45 crore Indians live without electricity for most part of their day. Everybody has the right to energy, not demarcated by rich state or poor state. The sheer number of people living without a single source of energy highly underscore the major technical and innovation hub we try to project to the world as a regional powerhouse and possibly one of the world's next superpowers. An offshore oil field is a term used to refer any oil-bearing reservoir lying under a body of water, be it lake, sea or ocean. Some of the world's largest oil and gas reservoirs are offshore. This includes the world's largest gas field in Qatar and India's largest oil field, the Bombay High. Most of these structures, by virtue of their immobility, are designed for very long use and may be adapted for a new role with minimal structural conversion and expenditure. The Bombay High offshore oil field. It was discovered in 1965 by a team of Indian and Russian geologists. It is India's largest producing reservoir. The main producer is ONGC with a daily production rate of 350,000 barrels per day. Total number of support platforms are 26 and the well life is currently being extended with the help of EOR, that is enhanced oil recovery methods. The proposal eschews the construction of both a wind farm and a tidal energy farm in order to maximize the energy production potential per platform. The tidal steam generator and the wind turbine both operate on a similar principle. While the wind turbine can be located at any height above the water surface, the tidal steam generator has to be installed at the main sea level in order to maximize its potential. Thus, a single oil platform can serve as a base for two different oil generators. Here are a few illustrations of the vertical axis wind turbine, the horizontal axis wind turbine, and the tidal steam generator. India is a pioneering nation when it comes to wind power. Although a relative newcomer in this field, statistically it has the world's fifth largest wind power production capability. The Arabian Sea has a fairly active wind pattern activity over the year, and it is evidenced by wind farms in the coastal states like Gujarat and Maharashtra. The advantages of setting up a wind farm offshore are as follows. Locating wind farms out to the sea can reduce the claims of visual pollution. Further in the sea, there would be no space or land acquisition woes. Wind is typically more consistent over the water bodies due to the absence of topographical features that disrupt wind flow. The main disadvantages of setting up a wind farm offshore are the money and the generation power of a wind turbine. The steam generator is the cheapest and the least economically damaging form of tidal power generation. Using a TSG along a wind turbine would enhance the generation potential of the energy platform. Since water is much denser than air, there is a much higher power density in moving water than in moving air. Advantages of an offshore energy farm. The platform would provide a ready-made base and foundation assembly. The Bombay High platforms do not lie in any shipping lane or air corridor. The wind farms would be able to enjoy common infrastructure due to the oil and gas legacy and the ease of power transmission via a subsea pipeline. Involved in this project are as follows. The economic constraints as well as the need to develop the necessary technical expertise which would be required in the deployment of offshore wind farms as well as the required necessary structural conversion. There is also an uncertainty pertaining to the decommissioning date of the Bombay High offshore oil field, which can be as early as 2020 to the late 2030. The operators of the Bombay High oil field turn over the infrastructure in place to the government with minimal changes. The demand for energy remains high and it is not fulfilled by energy sources like nuclear or hydroelectric energy. Necessary technical expertise is developed in India and the weather conditions remain almost the same in the region, that is disregarding any concerns of global warming. While the project can gather enough momentum over the years, additional studies need to be done in analyzing the wind patterns over the Arabian Sea as well as the determination of economic feasibility of the proposal with the help of current projects and inflation. While the project is a certain step towards the future, we still need to ensure that it is not at an exorbitant cost at a future's expense. The proposal represents a significant challenge in today's perspective. It is the solution that we are seeking for sustainable growth. No doubt the project would cost many crores of Indian taxpayers' money. The experience and the technical expertise gained But the project might open new doors. Who knows that sometime in the future we may find offshore energy farms lying the coast of India generating for much of its populace cleaner and greener energy. This is a future worth dreaming for. Thank you ladies and gentlemen for giving this presentation your most valuable time and attention.